Doug Griffiths is the president and CEO of 13 Blades Inc. Doug is often referred to as a community therapist. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and enjoy some entertaining therapy. Doug, please.
Every single one of us does things that undermine our long-term plans, because for some reason, we often trade away what we want most for what we want now. Every community I know has plans, hopes, dreams, goals, and ambitions for their future, right? Yet we make decisions as a community all the time that undermine all those long-term plans that we have, that vision for success for our community. So if you want to kill your community, don't have good quality or quantity of water, and don't attract businesses, especially businesses that will compete with yours. You only value competition if you still value it when you're the one being competed against. If you let it go as soon as you're being competed against, then it is not a value, it is a hobby. Don't engage youth. The nature of youth is to go try something different. The key to success is not to keep them. It's to give them a reason to come home after they've gone exploring. Deceive yourself. This means not having a clue about who you are. Not a single solitary idea. In my research so far, I've only been through Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba gathering this data, but I have identified 54 communities so far in those three provinces that have a slogan that goes something like, the best place to work, live, and raise a family. Shop elsewhere. There's an actual economic principle, that says shop locally, which is why every Chamber of Commerce in the free world says shop locally. But it says if you spend $1 in a community, then you'll get it, and then you'll spend it, and then you'll get it, and then you'll spend it, and 7 other people on average spend $1 in the community. So if you shop locally, 7 people get to benefit from that. Don't paint, don't cooperate, live in the past. We are attracted to aesthetically pleasing things. That's why book covers matter. That's why every cover matters. And most of you, I'm sure, have experienced what they call synergy, where 3 people, get together and do work, and they wind up doing the work of 5 people because it's just so amazing the way things happen. Cooperation's a powerful force. It doesn't matter where I go, somebody always holds on to the past, and it's dangerous. And people who live in the past, there are 5 acronyms that describe them, okay? The first are NIMBYs, not in my backyard. And then there's bananas. Build absolutely nothing anywhere near anything. The third group are nopes, not on planet Earth. I call them nopes because their answer to everything is nope. Now those 3 groups, the NIMBYs, the bananas, and the nopes, are opposed to things because they don't like physical changes to their world. There's another group that doesn't like anything, including process changes to their world, and I call them cave people. Citizens against virtually everything. There is another group that's on the rise. They're incredibly dangerous, and they're becoming more and more powerful. They're called FEARS. It stands for Fire Up Everyone Against Reasonable Solutions. See, the first 4 groups will tell you why they're opposed. This group makes sure everyone else in the room is also opposed. So it doesn't matter what you do. Let the NIMBYs and the bananas and the nopes and the cave people and the FEARS focus you on the past and what's wrong and what can't be fixed, and not discussing the future of your community. And not only will your community not have much of a future, in a very short amount of time, it will become part of the past. Shut out your seniors. Yeah. You know what? People get this idea that seniors are this cordial, easygoing group. They're dangerous. Their mindset and their mentality is that you have to build the community yourself. So if you really want to kill your community, make sure they don't even have an appropriate place to live. And then they'll have to take their money and their love of your community with them to some other place like Florida or Phoenix. Reject everything new. I know you've been in a meeting where someone, not even you necessarily, but someone has suggested a new idea. And the argument against it is, we've never tried that before. That's the point. Reject every possible new idea that comes along. Just do what you've always done, and then you'll get what you've always got. And then not only will your community die, it will go insane as it does it. If you want to kill your community, you need to keep those outsiders on the outside, and the immigrants too. If you need to, build a wall. I mean, think about it, compare it to outsiders, right? Outsiders pick the community on purpose for the job, for the recreation, for the environment, for the schools, for something. They move there on purpose. They're investing their lives in your community. But if you were born there, the biggest challenge you have is that you've never been somewhere else to compare it to, and you focus a lot on what was, not so much on what can be. You grow complacent. This is the tortoise and the hare argument, right? Consultants will always tell you, success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And they're kind of right about that, because success doesn't happen overnight, right? In reality, success is not a marathon either. It is a baton race, which means that you carry it for your leg of the race as fast and hard as you can. But you have someone trained up to take over from you when it's over. And they are up to speed and ready to go when you hand them the baton. And finally, don't take responsibility. That's it. Don't take responsibility. It's just that simple. A community that decides it is meant to fail, that it just can't do anything to save itself, can't be saved by God Himself. Because once we believe we're meant to fail, we have a natural gift of being able to prove ourselves right every single time. So when you're out there and people are telling you it won't work, it can't be done, it's impossible, don't get mad. Just do what I do now. When they say that, look at them and smile and say those who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those of us who are doing it. Thank you.